So, good morning. Today we are going to talk about one problem with the name pyramid, right? So, we are going to see how we can come to a conclusion and how we do a simple program, how we'll print this, right? So, you might have seen these type of patterns and how you need to tackle this. So, basically, when you see these type of a pattern, what thing should come in your mind? If you remember, matrix. It's all matrix. It's nothing else. So basically, when you see any of the problem like this, you just need to check which type of a matrix is this. Now check how we can check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And here also, if you see how many rows and how many columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So it's a 4 by 4 matrix. That's it. You just need to understand this. It's a 4 by 4 matrix. Now, if I know that it's a 4 by 4 matrix, it could be 5 by 5 matrix, it's by 4 by 5 matrix, whatever matrix it is, you just need to calculate this. Now, we are talking about the same matrix now in this pattern, 4 by 4 matrix. As a beginner, they won't ask you a big question, but this is what they expect, that you know, okay, this is a matrix. Now, how I will print it? So they divide it in a different patterns, that right half pyramid. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to talk about the left half pyramid. So let's see how we will print it. Now, if in a programming, if you think that how we need to print this pattern, what should be our thinking? Okay. So here, instead of 0, I have to print this, right? So this should be my thinking, that okay, there should be 5 rows for my first for loop. 4 rows. Here it's 4 by 4, so make it 4 rows. For to print all these rows first, we have to have a for loop, right? And to print the columns within those rows, I need another for loop. That's it. One for row and one for column. So for loop, first for loop is for rows, right? And how many rows? That depends on you. Here we how many rows we have? We have 5 rows, right? If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rows are there. So maximum it will go till 3 because it's starting from 0, right? I plus plus. Now, this is for my rows. Now, let's talk about my columns. So, within those rows, if I want to print a matrix, you have to remember nested for loop will be there for matrix always. That's a basic. So, now let's talk about my columns. So, J is for columns, and J is printing that how many rows are there, right? If you see, if I value is 1, if row is 1, it is also printing only 1. If row is 2, it is printing 2. If row is 3, it is printing 3. If row is 4, it is printing 4. So on, so forth, right? So here, my logic should be clear that j equals to 0, it starts with 0, and where should it end? It should be equals to, less than equals to your I value. That should be your code. J plus plus. If you do this, what it will do, that okay, whatever the value of I, right, it will do that value. Okay, let's see how we will achieve this through programming. Now, I have this online compiler with me. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. So I have this online compiler with me wherein, okay, let's talk about this online compiler. Here, in this, I have already defined that the rows are 5, right? Okay, now let's talk about the pyramid. Here, if you see, this loop is basically printing the same pattern. So I start from 0 to the number of rows, right? And what it will do, it will print the value to star, right? Inside it, the first row with the first column, it will print star, and then it will move on, and then it will print the value. Let's see how it is doing it, right? So here, when I is 0, right? And I is less than rows. So how many rows are there? 5, right? And I plus plus. Okay. Now let's come up here. Here, j is equals to 0. This is for our columns. These are for rows, right? Now, j will move on till the value of I, right? So what is the value of I right now? It's 0, right? Because I value is 0 right now, okay? And then it will do j plus plus. Let's see what it will do. So since I equals to 0, yes, j is equals to 0, okay? And then it should come with here where j is less than 0. Yes, it is. Then it will come and print the first value as star, right? Then it will go back again, and then it will increment the value of j to 1. Now, j value is 1, right? But the condition here is j is less than equals to 0. So what it will do? It will not go inside. It will not print anything. It will come here. And what it will do? It will give you the new line. Okay. So in my output, it is giving me the new line. So this is my present cursor. It should be here. Now, since it is giving me the new 9, then it will go back here and increment the value of I to 1. So here I become 1, right? And I is less than equals to 5. Yes, 1 is less than equals to 5. Then it will come here again. And again the same process start. So here j equals to 0. Since always is, it will initialize it with 0 because second row, 0th column, right? It is going in the second row with the columns. Okay. Now j value is 0 is less than, if you see what is the value of I right now, the value of I is 1. Yes, it is equals to 1. 0 is less than 1. So it will go here and print the value to star, right? So it is printing here as a star. Okay, 1 star is there. Now what happened? It will go back again and increment the value of j from j0 to j1, okay? It will give us j equals to 1. And 1 is less than equals to 1 true. And it will come back here and it will print the value again, star. Now it will go back again here, and what it will do? It's simply j equals to plus 1, that is, it will give us 2. Now, after 2, 2 is not equals to 1. It will not do anything, right? It will get out and it will print it, give us the next row, right? And it will go back again and again. It will increment the value from I equals to 2. Now, since the value of I becomes 2, 2 is less than equals to 5, right? Yes, 2 is less than 5. It will come back again here and start this process again because it's a nested loop, right? So here what it will do again, it start with j equals to 0, right? And 0 is less than equals to 2. Yes, right now the value of I becomes 2. So for every value it will check, right? And then it will go back here and print the value of star. Then again, it will check the condition, make j value equals to 1, right? 1 is less than equals to 2. Yes, it will come back again here and print the value to star again, right? Again star, right? This is how it will do and go back again. And then the whole pyramid will print like this. So always remember that when you are printing a right pyramid, you just have to remember the matrix. How many matrix are there? Which type of a matrix I should follow, right? And count the number of rows and count what it is printing. So in a right half pyramid, you just have to see what it is printing. It is printing rows. How many rows are there? One row, one is print. Two rows, two is printing, right? Three rows, three is printing. Four rows, four is printing, right? So same way, instead of star, there could be a possibility that they will ask you to print one. So you just have to change only one thing in the code. Inside the two nested loop, you just have to print, instead of star, you just have to print one. Print the series of numbers, right? Whatever the number of rows, you just have to print that. Here, same A, B, C, D. Characters you just need to print, right? Automatically, it is going to print the characters, right? So thank you so much. I think you've understood this. Yeah, see you with the next video.